Since deep brain stimulation was first approved for tremors in 1997, more than 100,000 patients have been implanted with deep brain stimulators. Dr. Oken and Dr. Foote's team at the University of Florida implant about 150 leads a year in patients suffering from movement disorders like Parkinson's and essential tremor. The success of DBS in helping patients return to normal lives has been overwhelming, but that's not the case with Tourette syndrome. Unlike many of the disorders which affect motor skills, Tourette's also afflicts centers of the brain that control emotion. Another challenge, the uncontrollable urges to tick in Tourette's patients are unpredictable and therefore hard to regulate with standard DBS. But with the help of their patient, Amber, and a new experimental device, these doctors hope to change that.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me.
I love to sing. Singing is what gets me through a lot of hard days.
Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
When I'm on the computer, when I'm driving, when I write poetry, basically anything with a sense of focus. I used to play in a pool league. When I shoot pool, I don't tick. You'll see me completely at ease when I'm doing those things because I'm in my comfort zone and I'm not really caring about anything else. I don't have to worry about my tics. I do just that. I worry about my tics.
Amber Comfort is 25 years old. She suffers from Tourette syndrome. It's a neurological disorder that usually starts at a young age.
I don't remember any parts of ever being tick-free. So I was 5 when the symptoms started happening, 6 when I was diagnosed, and so the days come by, I don't remember moving or making noise when I didn't help it. It's been lovely. Sitting in class, 2nd grade, teachers would put me outside the hallway because I'd be ticking so loud. I was a distraction. So teachers would walk by me back and forth and say, you better stop that before you get in my class next year. And things that were just completely obscene that you would never expect the world to be, but I had to deal with it on a daily basis.
Although Amber's condition has shaped every moment of her life, she has not let it dictate how she lives.
We've been dealing with Tourette since Amber was 6 years old, and she's been on many types of medication.
Amber graduated from high school with honors and was even accepted to college on full scholarship. But as her tics have gotten worse, they have taken a toll on those around her.
How would you describe what life is like as a parent of someone with Tourette's?
Very emotional. Amber's Tourette's is terrible for her, and we all know that. But it hasn't been just her life. It's our whole family.
Okay. Deep breath.
After years of unsuccessful therapies and only limited results from her medications, Amber was referred to Dr. Oken at the University of Florida Center for Movement Disorders.
And turn around again for me. Okay. What we are planning on doing in your case is putting a lead down into Grand Central Station on each side, but also there's going to be a lead on the top of your brain, sitting on the surface of your brain.
Dr. Oken and Dr. Foote have chosen Amber for an experimental DBS surgery. They will implant a new grid-like device on top of her brain, in addition to the standard leads, which go deep inside the brain. By combining both, they hope to gather information from Amber's brain that will not only lessen her tics, but maybe someday stop them.
So the difference in Tourette is the movement disorder isn't there all the time. When you get a tic, it comes on. And the patients that have tics, they get this buildup, they call it a premonitory urge. That's what the scientists call it. And they feel like they need to move, and until they move, they don't feel better, and so they get a sense of relief.
In between the two black, okay?
And so in the tic brain, there's a relationship between what we call the motor behavior, so the movement, and the limbic behavior, okay? And that's the actual systems in the brain that are encoding values for emotion.
That sensation, the urge to tick, is what Amber suffers from every day.
It's like having 15,000 mosquito bites that you can't itch. You can't itch it. And they come out, and you have no control, and you cannot take them away.
One of the most scientifically exciting things about deep brain stimulation is that it offers the really uncommon opportunity to record the electrical activity from a living human being's brain.
It's the cutting edge of what is known as neural network modulation. Through their extensive work with Parkinson's and other movement disorders, the doctors are honing in on a particular area deep in the brain known as the basal ganglia. It's an area that can control both movement and emotion. Aishel Gundev leads the team of engineers helping to track Tourette's.
Because this is a movement disorder, we also wanted to record information from the motor cortex. And this is what these extra 2 electrodes that are on the left and right side of the motor cortex will give us. So this is additional information that has never been recorded from these patients before.
I've been invited to observe Amber's groundbreaking surgery. I'll be joining a team of doctors flying in from around the world for this unique chance to listen to the brain and to learn from it.
15 ticks less a day would be fine with me. You know, anything less would be perfect in my eyes, just to have somewhat relief. They told me it could get rid of potentially all of my vocals within a year, and half, if not more than half of my motor tics.
Amber has placed a lot of hope in the outcome of this intensive, day-long operation.
If it has a chance to change my life for the better and to make sure that I don't have to deal with this anymore, which is grueling almost every day, I'm up for it. Like I said, I've had this 20 years, and I think I've done my time.